All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome to day 54. I can't believe we're almost 60 days through spring and summer is like around the corner. But here we are. So let's do, or today we're going to be hitting up combo moves with the upper body after our super fun leg day from the other day. We're going to be going upper body. I have a set of 15s and a set of 8s that I'm going to attempt to be using today for everything, and we'll go from there. So to get our arms warmed up, let's just start with a hands and knees cat-cow. Spread those fingertips nice and wide. Take a nice deep inhale, lift your chest, push it forward and feel your shoulder blades slide down, and then exhale, round the back. 2 more. Inhale, push your chest forward, slide those shoulder blades down, exhale, round. Last one. All right, we are going to hinge forward and back over our wrists. So I'm going to back my knees up just a little bit. Bring your body forward over your wrists as much as you can, and then back. Just give some stretch through those forearms, and then into the wrists. Shouldn't hurt, but you should feel a little stretch. One more like that, and then go ahead and see if you can turn your fingertips all the way around to face your knees. And then sit back a little bit on your heels, and we'll bend one elbow and the other. You don't have to bend the elbows. As with everything, especially in warming up, whatever feels good, whatever is going to get your body ready to go. And then just sit all the way back, roll through those wrists. And let's take a little shoulder rotation. So make sure you have space beside you. We're going to bring our arms wide, palms just face the ground. And we'll go some scissor arms up at the chest. See how much kind of pull you can get behind. As you open the chest and arms come wide, get some grab into those shoulders. Again, keep it healthy. So cross left arm over and then the right. 3, 2, and 1. And then let's go big circles forward. 3, 2, 1, and back. 3, 2, 1. All right, take your right hand, grab your left wrist, pull it behind you, and then just lean your right ear to right shoulder. And then come to center. Exhale, right ear, right shoulder. Come to center. 2 more. Exhale, right ear, right shoulder. Last one. Lean. Tuck your chin through the middle. We're going to go to the other side now. Grab your right hand with your left wrist, left ear, left shoulder. And then inhale, center. Exhale, tuck. 3. 1 more. All right. We're going to go into a bird dog. Wake up that core, get into the shoulders and back just a little bit more, and then we'll get going. So extend your right arm and left leg nice and long, belly strong. See if you can level off those hips, slide the shoulder blade down. Just set your knee and hand down, and then go to the other side. Inhale, lift. Exhale, drop. Inhale, lift. Exhale, drop. Think about trying to elongate your spine, level off your hips. So sometimes, me included, I just want to yank that leg up and get as high as I can, but try to stay in a nice long plane. 1 more on your left arm. And done. All right, shift into a quick downward facing dog. And then we're going to flip over onto our back. I'm going to have you hold a glute bridge, or you can do concentrated crunches while I run us through everything that we're doing. Of course, grab some weights if you'd like to see if you can kind of work through the moves with me. Like I said, we're doing combo moves. So we'll take a little bit of time as the sets progress, making sure that we remember everything. Some of it's new for me as well, so I like to try new things right along with you. So it'll be a learning curve for all of us. All right, so you're going to do a chest press and an overhead pull. So it's all stuff that we've done before, but we're just making them into a combo. So your elbows are going to come wide, and I will be doing all this with heavier weights, but for now I'm just going to stay light. So you're going to press up, and at the top of your chest press, normally we keep our palms forward. This time we're going to face our palms toward one another and go straight arms over the head, our overhead pull. So we're going to keep our hips on the ground, elbows come wide, press up. I'm going to set my weights together, reach your arms straight overhead. So that's your chest press overhead pull. Next up, we're going to get a tricep press. So the elbows are going to open over your shoulders. Your hands are going to stay separated. So you drop your elbows right next to your rib cage, press up, upper arm stays still, and you're going to skull crush. So you're going to drop elbows, press up, belly strong, skull crush. So you're going to do a tricep press to skull crusher. So that's going to be our tricep round. Be super fun. Okay, next up, we're going to roll onto the side. And for this one, you'll definitely want a lighter weight. You can keep your hip on the ground. And for now, I will just show there. Get your core strong, though. We spent kind of a lot of time talking about this yesterday. Connect deep into the core first, then we get the move. So sometimes all we're focusing on is what's going on with the movement. So try to recognize what's going on everywhere else. So your elbow's going to pinch next to the rib cage. Rotate that elbow back or the forearm back, and then you press straight up overhead. Then rotate down, bring it up, and press. So we're going to have to go for 10 each side on these. If you would like, you can push up into a side plank, but I will keep my leg folded over the top just for extra support because I want to keep that core going, yes, but I want to focus also on getting a strong stability for that press. Okay, the next one I'm actually really excited about. It is a hollow hold dead bug. So you're going to start with your dead bug position. Then you're going to extend your left arm, or let's see, left leg, right arm. That's going to stay still as you push your right leg and left arm out. So you're going to hold one side extended and push and pull the other one in. So it's a lot of core. We're going to try for 10 each side, and we should be feeling that belly burn. Next up, we'll be coming to standing, and we're going to do an upright row. I'll be light for this one as well. Upright row to rotation. Then I'll come back down. Make sure you get your elbows to stay up. The weights roll down. Upright row, rotate back, weights come down and drop. Next up, a curl to overhead press. I guess I'll stay here. So curl up and then press overhead, bring it back down and drop, right? Curl, press. I'm doing a little twist as I press to the top. If you don't press overhead, I'm just going to have you stay in a curl, up and down, up and down. Last one, back taps, hinging forward. So you're going to tap your weights back, drop them back down, and then elbows row up high. Back tap, drop, and row. Okay, that's the set. It's going to take us a little time to get through everything, but I think it's going to be fun and different and new and challenge our minds and bodies, and that's what we're here for. So lie it down, find your chest press and overhead pull weight. We're going to keep those hips on the ground because as we go overhead, we want to feel that core set in. Okay, here we go. Elbows come wide. Then together, straight arms overhead. There's one. Elbows out. We're going to go to 10. Back over chest. Set in that low back. 2. 3. And if at any time the combos get funky, just separate them. Do all of your chest press, then do all of your overhead pull. Sometimes combo moves look super fun because they keep you from getting bored, but by the time you remember each part, your workout's half over. So if it gets ridiculous to remember or to get the flow, just forget about it and separate them out and get the moves the way that works best for you and your body. Set in that low back, reach far overhead, 3 to go. Elbows wide, press over chest. 2. Make sure there's nothing pulling on that neck. Last 1. And time. Okay, we're going to try to go straight into the tricep set. So elbows drop right along the rib cage. Press up, skull crusher. As much as you can, we want to keep those elbows squeezed in tight, right over the shoulders. Especially having your weights separated makes it much more difficult to keep the elbows from flaring and that upper arm still. But that's what we want to go for. We want to find that challenge. Keep that low back in the ground. Good job. 3 to go. Want to try to keep those wrists strong. Keep that breath going. 2. Last 1. Set in that core. Woo! That was definitely my limit. Okay. Flip over onto that side. And then, like I said, you can keep your hip on the ground or lift up off of the thigh. If you'd like, you can hold that knee over the top, or I think it's a good idea too. It'll hold extra stability. Rotate, press, drop, back to the start. 2, 3. Dial into that core. Set in. Notice what you're feeling where. Where is that fatigue, burn, grab coming from? 7. Don't push your weight too high here. We want to get into those little mini muscles of the shoulder. 9. Waking up those obliques here as well. And 10. All right, now we get that other side. Okay, find your position. Elbow squeezes in tight. Rotate. I can tell I've been on that shoulder. And it's my weaker side. 2. 3. 4. 5. Rotate. 6. Tell that arm what you want it to do. 7. Dig deeper into that core. 8. 9. 10. Whew. All right, we may be going 5s next time. That rotation is way more than the press for me. Okay, now we're going to get that little dead bug hollow hold action. All right, slide into that low back, grab the core first. I'm going to extend my left leg, right arm. Those stay there. Keep that low back pressed in, extend, and come back. If you're not able to keep your low back in the ground, stay in your dead bug position. So your legs stay in and you keep that held leg and arm held firm. Otherwise, keep it out and extend that other side. 3, 2, 1. Half of it's just remembering what stays still and what moves. Okay. Now your left arm holds back, right leg holds forward, extend left leg, right arm. 10, 9. Push that low back into the ground. 7. Your head's resting on the floor. 5. Here, it's not about the movement. It's about that flexion through the core. 8. If you're struggling to keep the low back in, lift your legs just a little higher. Here's 10. All right. Nice work. We get to come up. We're going to be hitting our upright row to shoulder rotation. So I would hold something a little bit lighter. Personally, that's where I'm going. Slide those shoulders up, back, and down. Elbows come up high and wide. Rotate. Back. Get your hands down first. Then drop. Okay, here we go. 2. As your arms move, see if you can keep the chest up, belly strong, and squeeze between those shoulder blades a bit. 5. Looking good. Big rotation. If the rotation doesn't work, you can go range of motion, no weight, or just go upright rows. 8. 9. Feels good to get into those little shoulders. And 10. Perfect. All right, we're going to do our curl to overhead press, or remember you're just staying in curls. All right, here we go. Curl, twist, and press. 1. Elbows stay right at the side. As you lift your curl, the weight's to the curl, and as you lower. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. Struggle's good. 8. I want to keep that pelvis tucked. 9. 10. No necks and no swinging. 10. Made it. Barely, but made it. All right, stretch those shoulders a second, and we have our back taps to back rows. Okay, so find your hinge position. You're starting with the arms staying straight. Tap back, arms come back to center, elbows come up. 2. Squeeze between shoulder blades. Hold the belly strong. 4. 5. Back tap, row. Find your back muscles. 8. 9. 10. Good job. All right, I'm going to hit a quick down dog and child's pose. Just stretch through those shoulders and arms. Slide your chest back. Hinge your hips back and down. Slide your right arm under. Stretch across that shoulder into the right arm. Stretch your left arm under. And then we're back to the start. So going back into our chest press, overhead pull on the ground. Push your low back into the ground. Stay nice and firm. Remember, we're going elbows wide. Rotate in so that your palms face. Go straight overhead. 1. Your range of motion behind you is up to you. Your shoulders, the ability to hold that low back in the ground and keep your upper back doing the work of pulling your weights back overhead. So you want to keep it out of your neck. Always out of the neck. We're not here to get up into the traps. We do that all the time anyway. Daily life. Remember, don't forget the core. Here's 7. 8. Flex deep through that core. Push low back into the ground. 9. And 10. All right, go into your tricep press and skull crusher. Wrists over elbows and then go behind. If it gets tough, I think for me a few reps in, I'm definitely going to be putting my weights back together at the top when I head into my skull crusher. It'll just help give me a little more support. Pushing through. Here's 5. Belly stays strong. So at the top, you could put them back together. Keep those weights coming right to your forehead. If you need it, you may not need it. 7. Get into those triceps. 8. 9. Find your belly. 10. All right, back into our hollow hold dead bug. Bring both legs up, flex deep into the belly, extend your left arm, right leg. Push everything down and go. 1, 2, 3. Push that low back into the ground. 7. 8. Try to scoop the belly. 10. Other side. 1. 3. 4. Slide your shoulder blades still down. Make sure you're not pulling through that neck. Don't sacrifice anything for that flexion of the core and that low back pushing into the ground. 2 and 1. All right, bring it up. Oh wait, we got to do our rotation on the side. I forgot. Sorry. All right, elbow down. That's okay. We gave our arms a little bit of a break. All right, belly strong, elbow squeezes tight. Rotate and press. Belly firm. 2, 3, 4. Keep that elbow on. I let it fly off last time. You can still feel, I got my hips on the ground this time, but you can still feel those obliques grabbing and the core wrapping firm. Always flexing in tight there. 3. Neck relaxed. 2. 1. All right. See how that left side will go. Bring that elbow down. Other one squeezes tight into the rib cage. Here we go. Rotate, press. Can you get or check in with your shoulders? See if you can make sure that they're stacked right on top of your supporting arm. 4. 5. My body wants to push forward to get that rotation. So I want to try to keep it in that shoulder. Lift up. Make sure you're not collapsing into the chest. 8. We have 9 and 10. Oh, 10. There you go. Okay. Now we come up. We're going to get our upright row to shoulder rotation. Shoulders up, back down, belly nice and strong. Rotate or bring your elbows up. Rotate your hands back, down, and drop. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We got it. Get in there. 7. Keep pulling that core strong. 8. Want to get it done right. 9. Especially those shoulders. As I rotate back, the tendency is going to be to let that shoulder head rotate and rock forward. There's 10. Especially on my weaker left side. So something to watch for. Try not to compensate just to get the move done. Myself included. All right. I'm going to start with my 15s for my curl and press. See how it goes. It's crazy. Some days I can press 25. Other days, 15s. Barely make the cut. Curl, press. 2. Chest up. Belly strong. Try not to sway. 4. 5. 6. I'm going to take a second. You can finish out if you're ready. 7. 8. Got it. No problem. 2 more. 2 more. 10. Perfect. All right. We have our back taps and rows, and then we're going to call it a day. Here we go. Hinge forward. Straight arms. See if you can tap behind. Get those weights to tap. Elbows row up. 1. 4. 'You got it. Try to keep that back really flat. 9. And 10. Perfect. Good job. All right, come down to the ground on downward facing dog with me. Drive those hips back again. Spread your fingertips wide. Rotate your head left and right, and then up and down. Hopefully you didn't get into your neck at all. Perfect. Keep that push just a little longer. Slide those shoulder blades down. And then if you can, go ahead and slowly rock forward so those shoulders are over your wrists. You're going to hold a plank. If the plank doesn't work for you, you can go ahead and lower all the way down onto your belly. Otherwise, you can just hold that plank about 10 more seconds. Flex deep through that abdomen. 5, 4, 3, 2, lower all the way down onto your belly. And 1. Okay, and then just lift up. You're going to release your toes, flex your glutes, and then lift up. Squeeze between your shoulder blades. Try lifting your hands up off the ground. Get a little more squeeze through those back muscles. Plant your hands again. Stay here. Just get a little stretch. Or if it feels good, you can push your arms all the way up. Elbows tuck in, chest drives forward, and then just draw your chin back. Keep your glutes flexed to protect your low back. And then drive back into your child's pose. Nice work. Heels hinge back, or hips hinge back on top of your heels. See if you can find traction with your hands, right? So inch them forward, and then slide your shoulder blades down, hollowing out your armpits. And you're going to feel across your chest and through those shoulders stretch. Perfect. Okay, and then we're going to get the fronts of those shoulders stretched as much as possible. So come to your hands and knees. Inhale, bring your right arm up. And then exhale, you're going to tuck the arm under, trying to get all the way on the outer edge of the shoulder. So you might need to, adjust some things, move your knees, hinge your hips a little bit to the right. Use that left hand to help push your shoulder onto the ground. And then we're going to come up, take your time to fully rotate again, just get a little rotation through that mid back, and then we'll go to the other side. Inhale, left arm comes up, and then exhale, tuck under, slide all the way through. Same thing as our other side. See if you can get that shoulder head on the ground. Your hips are in the air. Your whole body is pushing to the left. So that's what you're using your right hand for. Grabbing into the ground, pushing your body to the left so you can stretch to the front of that shoulder. All right, push up, twist up to the left. And then we're gonna hit our squat, our low squat. Slide into those heels, get your elbows inside the knees, push into the hands, and then drive the chest open. Then you're going to do something a little bit funky. Just take your arm, left, if you want to mirror me, left inner arm, your elbow, and then just wrap it around your knee, your left knee, and then open the chest. You should feel a nice stretch along the front of that arm. Otherwise, you can do your traditional shoulder stretch this way. If it feels too funky. Okay, now we'll take the other side. Your left arm, wrap it around, or your right arm, wrap it around your right knee. Same side, same shoulder, same knee. I got to work on my mirroring skills. All right, plant into those hands, drive your hips all the way up. Nice work. Not as cardiovascular today, which was it's a nice change. Sometimes I get in my head that I've got to get the biggest sweat or drive my heart rate the highest. But a lot of times it's actually good to give yourself a day to just focus on really setting into the muscle, that work, that build. And you all did it. Thank you for doing it with me. And we will see you tomorrow.